Shy, aka Miss Iconic, but y'all know that already at this point, right? Okay, anywho. So today I want to provide you with 5 tips on how to stay and feel confident in the gym as a woman. Now, talking to my men, so y'all can go ahead and exit right now if you want to, because I'm not even talking to y'all. I'll give y'all a second to leave. Y'all out of here? Alrighty then. So, feeling confident as a woman in the gym, I think can be very difficult. And I don't think it should be, but I remember when I first started working out and I didn't know if I was doing something right. I think sometimes confidence is attached to look, and sometimes confidence is attached to lack of skill, and sometimes of course it's both. Like sometimes you don't look like what you want, and sometimes you're afraid of looking silly doing something. Baby, the way I used to do RDLs for like the first year and a half of my career, and nobody stopped me, was looking silly for a long time, but couldn't have told me nothing. Baby, I thought I was it. Didn't see a glute growth gain nowhere, but I thought I was doing it. Anywho, so my tip number one, and I really don't know any other way to say this, but I want to try to say it in another way because I do want to try to refrain from cursing on my page, but I wouldn't be giving out a lot of F's, right? So number one is I wouldn't be giving out a lot of F's. So essentially what I mean is like, if you care and give an F about everybody's opinion of you, whether it's your gym attire, the fact that you're in the gym, if you're posting gym content, people have something negative to say, you might as well go ahead and hang it up, babe. It's going to be a very long and arduous journey for you if everybody's opinions are going to determine the work that you put in for you, because you're in the gym for you. So nobody else's opinion should really matter because I'm in here for me. I'm not in here for them. And I mean, some of y'all might be in there building y'all revenge bodies to get back at your ex, whatever. But you're in there, you're locked in. So giving out a lot of F's is going to make it really hard for you to succeed in this particular space because none of us looked like we do now back then. So if we had cared, we probably would have never got here. So I wouldn't care, okay, about what other people think. And I know that's hard, but practice that, okay? Practice that. Put that into your vocabulary that you really don't give a about what anybody got to say about your journey, okay? That's just tip number one. Number two, don't fear looking silly. Nobody knows what they're doing when they first get into the gym. And we all are just on TikTok and YouTube looking at proper form, and half of them popular videos aren't even showing you proper forms. You just in there following a bunch of people who look like they know what they're doing and they don't. So it's really the blind leading the blind. But don't fear that. You know what I'm saying? Because if you just scroll down my page, there's so many like cringy, maybe I should get rid of them, cringy kind of sort of fitness videos from me where I'm like, what was I doing? Like, what's that? What do they call that form? So don't fear looking silly because everybody's been there. And I think that, yeah, we've all been there. And so I think if you're so concerned about the eyes on you, I don't know how you're ever going to reach your goal body, because every gym you go to, there's going to be somebody in it. Maybe you go to like your apartment gym when it's empty. Okay, cool. But people are going to be there. So don't worry about looking silly. Worry about why you got started. And if you got started to transform your body, you're going to look silly for a little bit of the time. And that's okay. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Because some of them people that's talking about you looking silly is at the house, 15 pounds overweight, eating chitlins and salt and vinegar chips. So let's just we're not gonna do that. Number 3, this one, I'm gonna need y'all to because this one is really about the confidence. Baby, gym fits. When I put that shit on, pardon my French. When I go to the gym, baby, I get cute. Like y'all know I love my socks. My socks is like my thing too. Baby, I get cute. Because a lot of people be like, oh, I could never wear that to the gym. And you couldn't. And you couldn't. And that's fine. You couldn't. So why are you even speaking on it? Because you said you couldn't do it. Right? You said you couldn't do it. If you couldn't do the math problem, then why you up here at the board? You never could solve it. So it's okay that you couldn't do it. Baby, I like everything out. Why? Because I worked hard and I need to see my muscles. I need to see them. Put that shit on, okay? Like, gym fits matter, babes. Sheen, Gymshark, baby, all of them, for real, if you like how they look. Because I feel like I should have so many other fitness clothing brands to name off. And I got Gymshark and Sheen. TikTok Shop. And all the other brands. Women's Best. Love how their clothes fit. Yeah, like put that shit on, because I promise you, the cuter the fit, the more iconic the workout. Trust me, if you don't listen to none of the other tips, get you something, because that little baggy t-shirt that your boyfriend gave you and them sweatpants, you ain't never gonna feel like much of nothing in that. Now, you don't have to have everything out like me, but if you want to, go for it. You're gonna be ashamed. I worked hard for this, years for this. Y'all gonna see it. And if you don't want to see it, you ain't gotta look over here, baby, because I'm gonna be looking at me anyway. I'm not even looking at y'all. It's me versus me when I'm in the gym. So I gotta make sure me look cute. So get y'all gym fits together if you definitely want to feel like you one of them ones. Like, get your gym fit together. Okay. My fourth confidence tip, remember why you got started. If you got started in the gym so that you could feel more confident in your body, and then you go to the gym and you don't feel confident, so you go back home and you put on some more weight, and then you go back to the gym and you still don't feel confident, you see how that like little cyclical loop of BS doesn't work? Remember why you got started, baby. If you got started to turn yourself into a unit, then you're going to have to keep showing up, whether you're uncomfortable or not. And I get it. Some of us have anxiety. You know, I'm not going to lie. The gym is my playground. But it's obviously where I'm comfortable. And I understand that everybody else is not. But you have to remember why you got started. Because if not, you're never going to get... It takes years to build a body. So you can't go to the gym once a month and think you're going to see some results. So, you know... yeah, let's remember why we got started. Don't let other people and their opinions deter you from starting your journey and completing that journey and continuing on in that journey. Because opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one. So we just can't really factor those in. We have to remember why we got started and keep reminding yourself of that every time you feel like giving up when you're in the gym. Every time you think you can't get out a couple more reps, you can't do one more set, you can't put the cookie down, whatever the case may be, remember why you got started. And if you're not seeing progress, have you really started? Have you really began to be consistent? Have you given it the time, right? Because y'all want progress overnight. I'm talking months. I feel like you at least got to be in the gym 3-6 months. I say 3-6 months so that you can really give yourself grace. Like, but a couple of weeks and I don't see no results and my ass ain't bigger, baby, it won't be. Because your plates ain't bigger. Your work ethic's not bigger. The dumbbells not bigger. The plates aren't bigger. Okay? So, I hope that makes sense. Because, baby, if you don't know why you got started, why are you here? So, anyway, that's my fourth tip. Number 5. And this one is probably going to be the one that's going to be most argumentative because, you know what I'm saying, I know there's a lot of gyms out there. Stop going to commercial gyms. Right? So, I'm not saying stop going to commercial gyms entirely. But when you go to a gym, and y'all know what I mean by a gym, like a one-of-one gym, not a chain of gyms. There's like one of them, maybe 2. You know what I'm saying? And there's trainers in there, real trainers. Not the chunky one in the LA Fitness top talking about some, let me pay me to train you. Baby, I wouldn't pay you to walk me out this door. Built like that. But hey, do you? But I'm saying is that your gym environment will shape your confidence. I was not confident like I am now until I got to the gym I go to now. Like, I was so nervous when I first started going to Fineo, and then I just felt like, oh my God, everybody's looking at me because I'm new, you know what I mean? And then once I started to make friends, I started to ask questions. I started to learn, like my gym environment completely transformed my entire y'all looking at Miss Iconic right now because I started going to gyms that shifted my mentality. So I'm not saying you can't go to LA Fitness, Crunch, whatever. Those are cool, but I do feel like, I don't know, like I feel like every time I go to a commercial gym, there's always like some old guy that was hitting legs that's now all of a sudden now he doing shoulders because I'm doing RDL. Like there's just something weird about commercial gyms as far as the population. Not saying that each gym is not full of its own fair share of eccentric individuals. I'll say that. But I think that when you put yourself in an environment where you can have resources close by, before you do something where you don't know if the form is right, you have a trainer that's close by to ask, like, hey, is this how you do an RDL? Is this how you do a Bulgarian split squat with a rotation? Is this how you, at least you have that resource there, because you're going to feel more confident if you're confident in what you're doing. So gyms to me are, they're just, there's a wealth of knowledge and just a different environment that you'll get. They're typically more expensive. Sometimes they're a little further out, whatever. But they're worth the investment if you're trying to make fitness a lifestyle and not just a moment in time. So your gym environment matters. Like, you can thug it out by yourself in a corner in LA Fitness because there's plenty of popular trainers, influencers, or whatever that have done that. I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying a part of your discomfort and lack of confidence is your environment and the kind of creepy people that you feel like are around. You know, maybe you should shift your location, do your research, maybe just get with an actual trainer, and most of those trainers will train out of a gym and not like a LA or something like that. But this tip is optional, but I really feel like it isn't, because for me it's been very instrumental as far as where I'm at. In every gym that I've went to, you know what I'm saying, whether it's a Rich and Fit or the Loft or Finale here in Atlanta, like it's just a different vibe. It's just a different vibe. Like you can't get it at LA Fitness. You can't get it at Crunch. That's just my opinion. But I have nothing against those facilities. I'm just saying that mix it up. You can still go to those places, but some days maybe you should go to another gym. Like I have an LA Fitness membership, and I also have a membership at my other gym. So just kind of mix up your environment sometimes. So I don't know. Like I don't want none of my ladies not feeling confident in the gym, baby. I don't care what you weigh. I don't care where you got fat coming out the sides from. Own it and put that shit on and remember why you got started and switch up your location, baby. You're it. And don't be caring about what everybody think, because people always gonna think something. They talk about Jesus, they gonna talk about me. They gonna talk about me. Ain't that right, Stitch? Anyway. So, I hope that these tips have been helpful. I know that it's always kind of cringy to hear a confident person talking about confidence, but I promise you I was not always confident. I was not always this secure. And I had to remember why I got started. I had to shift my environment. I had to change my wardrobe. I had to stop caring about what people might have thought, because I used to be a songwriter and now I'm into fitness. You know, I switched niches. I don't care. Me and Jesus is locked in. He's super proud of me. I'm good, baby. I don't really need anybody else's approval over my life and what I'm doing in my favor and my purpose. So that's a whole nother topic. But just, you got this, okay? I want to see so many confident women in the gym, and just, you got this. You gotta get started now. Imagine if you just started. I'm here for you. Okay, I'm here for you. Subscribe to my fitness app. You know, you can catch me soon if you're in the Atlanta area for some in-person classes. I'll be giving y'all more details about that soon. That's exciting. So, yeah, you got this. Let's get active.